Chicago, Illinois. "2K Sports presents the NBA Monday Night Basketball." And the starting group for the Spurs. Castle is in at shooting guard, with Johnson at the small forward. And it's Fox. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie in at the 4 slot. And for the Bulls, Richaun Holmes out there with Lyles. Then it's Isaac Okoro. Then it's Anthony Simons. And it's Giddey in at the 2. And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. He gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Here's Castle, coming off a stellar performance against New Orleans.
A bigger guard, 6'6" Castle can just overwhelm defenders. Impressive for his age.
Simons kicks to Lyles. Giddey the pass to Lyles. From the arc. A rebound by the Spurs. Johnson left side. Shoots from the corner. It's rebounded by Giddey.
And that's one he wants back. Just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Lyles with it. Lets it go from deep. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Wembanyama. Last game he had 34 points. Outside, Fox. Pass to Johnson. Clock at 4. Fires from deep. The shot comes out. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Pelicans. Here's Lyles. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Out of bounds, it'll be the Bulls' ball. Now Chicago's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. The 3. The rebound by the Spurs. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still matters. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
This season just getting going still. How quickly, Greg, can teams gel together and become one?
It really depends on the makeup of your team. How many new guys are on the roster? The style of play. Do the new additions have any previous chemistry with some of your players?
Some changes for Chicago. Daniel Tice is checked in for Richaun Holmes. And it's Williams in for Trey Lyles. Here we go, Coach. The 2025 Rookie of the Year, Stephon Castle.
Yeah, look, Kevin, you can't say too many good things about this guy, but it starts with this. Like all the best players in the league, he plays both ends of the floor. Stephon Castle can take on the assignment of guarding the best player on the other team, and he's a guy whose skills are rapidly improving offensively. The future is great for this guy.
From downtown, rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds in this game. Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Now here's Giddey. Nothing on the board. From past the arc. Johnson with the rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Spurs have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. The drive by Wembanyama. The Spurs rebound. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Good effort to stay with the play and save the possession.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
Chicago making a switch here. Isles checked in. This one for 3. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Wasted no time on that one. 1:27 left in the first quarter. Jacks up a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Isles got 9.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Barnes kicks to Harper. Pass to Waters. Back to Harper. Here's the 3. Drains the three-pointer.
Ultra competitive. That's a nice answer by Harper.
Plumlee against Wild. Takes a 3. And that one is off. Spurs leading by 4. Harper in the corner. Back to Barnes. The kick out to Harper. They get it back. Fournette. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And here is a Okoro. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's San Antonio up by 6.
9. The Spurs 15.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
Daniel Tice out there with Williams. Then it's Corey Joseph. Then there's Rashawn Holmes. And it's Morris in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Chicago. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. The Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Back to you, Kevin.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. They grabbed their own miss. Williams passes to Morris. Three-pointer. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks, guys. The Spurs are ecstatic to welcome back their superstar big man, Victor Wembanyama. He actually spent 10 days this summer training with monks in China, and he continues to embrace unorthodox training methods. Guys, perhaps appropriate given his unusual stature.
He's got that curiosity. All right, Johns, thanks for the update.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category. And here's some numbers on Fox. Coming off a terrific season and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
He was the consummate playmaker last season. Completely unselfish. Always had his head up, looking for the open man.
In his 1 year of college, Dylan Harper did a little bit of everything at a high level. It'll be interesting to see how that success translates to the NBA.
Simons, he's checked in for Monte Morris. Chicago calls timeout. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh and if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
Castle's checked in for San Antonio. For the 3, drills the three-pointer.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Pass to Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Assistant.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Now, here's Holmes. Here's Micic. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, Victor Wembanyama.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their efforts. A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
Here's Lyles. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Lyles got 12. Spurs leading by 8. Well, Josh Giddey, an outstanding playmaker. We know that, Coach. Are we calling him a point forward or a 6'8" point guard?
To me, Kevin, he's a pure point guard at 6'8". This guy's got great size, but he's most comfortable with the ball in his hands, making plays for other people and running an offense. He can handle and pass as well as any. Going old school with the mid-range, Johnson.
Right wing. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Well, these defenders had better start closing down on shooter.
Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Champagnie. Outside, Fox. Johnson outside. It's stolen by Tice. Here's Holmes.
2 minutes.
Hasn't made one yet.
2 minutes.
And here's Tice. Pass to Micic. To the left side wing. Here's Lyles. No good with the triple.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Johnson's shot is off. Bulls trail by 7.
San Antonio.
At this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year. Number 5, the Bulls.
Well, they put a big emphasis on quality passes last year. We saw consistent high-level ball movement from them.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Castle, and he uses the glass on the layup. Castle's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, Castle isn't afraid of trying his luck inside. He feels like he can score down there whenever he wants.
To the right side. And the Bulls with another miss. Spurs leading by 8. Here's Waters. Pass to Cornette. From 7. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on him now.
Yeah, and once you got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
Now here's Barnes. Stolen by Okoro. 3 on 3. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Williams for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Williams has got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Here the step back. And the basket by Castle. And the Spurs lead by 9.
Yeah, the mid-range is a place where Castle can beat you. He's got great control.
Lays it up off the glass. Castle's got 10 points in the game.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders.
And so it's San Antonio. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They lead by 11. Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
They've come out determined to push the pace. Up-tempo offense, getting the ball up court as quickly as possible. Advantage in transition points has been the major difference in this game.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on the Bulls.
Shaq, was anyone boxing out? I mean, if they didn't box you out like this, you'd have 50 just on offensive rebounds. I mean, They got to put bodies on bodies, or fundamentals.
And that's
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Trey Lyles. What a contribution.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
On the floor for San Antonio, Fox and Castle are their guards. Then there's Wembanyama. Then there's Keldon Johnson. And it's Champagnie in at the 4. Giddey the pass to Lyles. And the dunk by Lyles.
Always has his head up. Giddey unselfish with it.
And it's Fox with the ball for the Spurs. They've led by as many as 11 points. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Bulls trail by 6. Simons kicks to Lyles. Puts up a 3. San Antonio with the rebound. To the paint. Here's Champagnie. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 5th assist in this one. Well, staying after 8 seasons with the Kings, a new chapter for De'Aaron Fox now in San Antonio.
Yeah, Kevin, and look, you got to be excited about that if you're a San Antonio fan. De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama together. Is there a better pick-and-roll combination in the league? The sky's the limit for that duo.
Chicago calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Harper, he's checked in for the Spurs. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it. And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball." Kevin?
Yeah, he's taken over. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Launches it. Lyles, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
A shot by Wembanyama, no good. Bulls trail by 10. On the wing, Giddey. Off target with his 3.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Here's Lyles. And again, no good by Chicago.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Pass to Lyles. Fires the 3. Sinks the triple. Lyles got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Chicago.
And he got loose from the 3-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
Giddey the pass to Lyles. Out to the right wing. Okoro kicks to Lyles. Another 3 for Chicago.
Well, even though they're struggling, his solo efforts on offense have really been something.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Daniel Tice is checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Williams comes in for Lyles. Corey Joseph's checked in for Josh Giddey. And Morris subbed in for Anfernee Simons. Here's Morris. Scoreless thus far. Williams from outside. It's hauled in by Cornette. Cornette's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Plumlee.
2 minutes.
Got a piece of it. Here's Morris with the drive, and Morris throws it down.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
Here's Cornette, defended by Tice. And he's good on the three ball. Harper's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
And here's Joseph for three. Rebounded by the Spurs. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
And this has been an outstanding display on the board, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Stephon Castle's checked in for Harper. And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
Here's Castle. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Spurs lead by 11.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Morris. It's rebounded by Waters. San Antonio's gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Here's Castle. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Tice has got 5 rebounds tonight. Okoro passes to Morris. Back to Okoro. Deflects the pass. Joseph dishes to Morris. Clock at 6. Again the miss by Morris. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Spurs lead by 11. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
De'Aaron Fox.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Patrick Williams, Trey Lyles out there with Holmes. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Simons in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Lyles no good.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Well, look, Fox will get you back on your heels and then pull the string. Not much you can do to stop that shot.
Left side Joseph. Launches a 3, and Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes here for the Spurs. Johnson comes in for Harrison Barnes, and it's Harper in for Castle. Fox, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Holmes kicks to Lyles, and some nice ball movement here by Chicago. For 3, good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Lyles got 29 in the game.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. And stolen by Wembanyama. The wide open look here for Fox. Wide open shot is on the money. And the Spurs lead by 16. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
And the Bulls with some changes. Josh Giddey comes in for Joseph, and it's Micic in for Anthony Simons. San Antonio also making a switch. Champagne's checked in. Fox from outside, and it's Chicago with the rebound. Holmes got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Micic, the pass to Giddey. Out to the right wing. There's the 3. Lyles, no good. San Antonio leading by 13. Fox inside the line. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Lyles passes to Williams. Shoots the 3. They get it again. Pass to Lyles. Shot clock at 6. The tray. San Antonio with the rebound.
Chicago foul.
At one point, they led by 16. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Well, Coach, we know the 2025 season was cut short for Wembanyama due to a blood clot in his right shoulder.
Yeah, it was too bad, Kevin, to see that season cut short. Look, I think it's easy to say Wembanyama would have been the defensive player of the year in 2025. I think he had that one sewed up, but he just couldn't get enough games in to get to that. And he's a guy that can do everything on offense. We're talking probably the next face of the league. Pure confidence. The moment the ball hits Fox's hands, he's letting it fly.
Here's Lyles. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. San Antonio leading by 19 points. Down low, here's Champagnie. Good, and a nice assist from Fox.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
To the middle, and Johnson with the stuff.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Holmes kicks to Giddey. They need this. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for San Antonio.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for De'Aaron Fox.
Well, we saw some exceptional passes from him tonight. His vision did a lot to elevate their offense.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Chicago. Now, Okoro, shot clock at 5. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Waters.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the deep.
Yeah, and it's really hard to stay connected to shooters out there. And even harder to contest the shot without foul.
And the Bulls making a change here. Lyles checked in. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for San Antonio. Here's Morris. It's tipped.
Great length as a guard. Harper's wingspan snuck up on the shooter.
And so it's